My name is Silvio Dante. My friend Don Sill, he's got a great show. What's it called?
Put up, stand up, and shut up. No, put up, shut up, and stand up. I keep getting that wrong.
Put up, what is it again?
Put up, shut up, and stand up.
I don't know the name of it, but everybody else does.
Put up, shut up, or stand up. Right? Put up, shut up, stand up. Put up, stand up, and shut up.
We'll start over.
Let's start again.
Put up, stand up, shut up.
Put up, shut up, and stand up. You gotta watch Put Up, Shut Up, and Stand Up with Don Sills. We just had a fucking blast.
That's what I thought. Put up, shut up, stand up. That's what I was gonna say.
Any minute now.
So parentheses first. 2 plus 2 is 4. And then he times it by 2, so that's 8. And 8 divided by 8 is 1. Hey teacher, I'm done with my homework. Are you dumb? Are you stupid or something? Did you even follow PEMDAS? So PEMDAS is parentheses first, then the exponent. It didn't have exponents. Then it's either multiplication or division, but whatever comes first, you have to go left from right. So what you put is 2 plus 2 equals 4, and then you automatically times it by 2. That's a big no-no. So what you got wrong is that you didn't go left to right after you used the parentheses. So with this, you do 2 plus 2 is 4. 8 divided by 2 is 4. You times it. It's 16. Okay, I'll remember that.
Oh my god, you got 1 instead of 16. You're so stupid.
I remember this. It's 2 plus 2 is 4, and then you divide. So it's 16. Hey, you remember this? Doing this at school? How'd you get 16? What are you, dumb? It's 1, but it's PEMDAS. Well, no, PEMDAS is, you parentheses and then you multiply first, and then you divide. It's in the name, but it's parentheses first, but then it's multiplication or division. You have to do it left to right. It's in the name. Yeah, it's PEMDAS, dude. It's 1.
Hey everybody, and welcome to Put Up, Shut Up, and Stand Up right here on GubsRadio.com, Facebook Live, YouTube Live, and Boxcast. And like my good friend Ken Pichelle always says, we on TV, y'all. And yes, indeed, we are, folks. I'm your host, Don Sill, and we have another great show for you in store today. We have very special guests, including the hilarious Paul Bond. Paulie Bond is on our show, and also our good friend, the lovely, the beautiful, the talented, the hilarious Sheila Smiley also drops in, and many, many other surprises along the way. You don't want to miss any of it, so stay tuned, everybody. And as always, keep tapping. Keep tapping the thumbs up, the hearts, the laugh buttons. We like to see all those things rising up. And without further ado, here's my good buddy, Benny Rizzuti. Benny, how you doing, pal?
Happy Saturday, Don.
Happy Saturday.
Happy Saturday. What better way to start off a Saturday than with Put Up, Shut Up, and Stand Up, and great guests. I love my girl Sheila. I love Paul Bond. And a lot of surprises.
A lot of fun surprises. And when you get people like Sheila and Paul Bond, that politics are going to be a part of the conversation. It's not always comfortable to talk about politics because, no matter how much you talk about it, you're never going to change anyone's mind. Like if let's just say you were a diehard Trumper and I was a diehard Biden I'm not going to be able to change your mind one bit, and we could argue all night long. It's a very awkward thing. I try to keep my politics out of it at all times. How do you deal with that stuff, Benny?
I try to stay away from politics too. I do. I try because and like it's a never ending. It's going to be a never ending argument. You're going to get into things, and then at the whenever all is said and done, and you and I hate each other, it's like there's nothing we're going to do to change the world. We're not going to change the government or anything.
Look, there's two guys on Zoom.
Yeah, right.
White people do not like to talk about their political affiliations. It's a secret. You ever ask a white guy who's voting for you? Hey, Bob, who are you going to vote for? Dave, whoa. Take it easy now. Take it easy.
It's like you said, it's never good to bring up politics. I always try to stay away from it. I definitely try not to show my belief system in this whole thing.
That is a cultural thing. He knows who he's going to vote for. He's just not going to tell me.
And I look at myself and I'm like, you've been a registered voter for over 40 years, like 45 years. I've been a registered voter, and I've never belonged to a political party.
Right. Yeah. I'm the same way. I'm an independent. Yeah.
Oh no, I'm not even independent. I cannot vote during any primary.
Right.
And that doesn't bother me because I'm like, take me to the finish line anyway. Take me to the World Series. Let me see the two teams that are going up.
Right.
I don't care about the playoffs. Let's go to the series now. Let's see what's winning. Yeah.
What are you? You're not Democrat. You're not Republican. You're not independent. What are you?
I just am not registered under a political party. You can do that.
Yeah, so that's independent.
I'm a registered voter, but no, I don't get anything from like the independent. I don't get any brochures or anything from a party.
Yeah, I think independent means that you're not.
Yeah, but I thought there's an independent party, right?
No, there's other parties. You got like the Green Party. There's a Whig Party.
Libertarian.
Yeah, the Libertarian Party, and then Kanye West just started the birthday party, so you could.
Birthday party.
I am a
It's
proud
so confusing
birthday
to
party.
me. Everything's confused. Even like you got vegetarians and vegans. I thought that the only difference was one believes that Jesus Christ existed and the other ones don't.
I just wanted to let everybody know the rumors are true. I am a vegan. I'm a vegan, man.
How you doing? It's Monty Belligerent here. I'm gonna tell you something. I'm an old guy. I know how old people think. What I'm going to tell you is old people know what's going on. We're watching the news and we're picking stuff up immediately. We got the common sense. Yes, I put my keys in the refrigerator the other day, but we know what's going on. We don't trust the mailman. They're talking about mail-in voting. The mail is a very suspicious thing. You know how many times I get the wrong mail? Last week I got mail from the person next door. It was made out to Melissa. It was a check for $1,000. You know what I did? I cashed it. I identify as Melissa. Don't you tell me who I am. And the young person was like, okay. Because they don't know. There's 47 genders. I could be Melissa. What are you gonna do? I don't trust the mail. And this mail-in voting, where you're going to get a ballot in the mail like this, you get a ballot and you check the box, Trump or Biden. And you mail it, you sign your name. They're not checking on the other side. When I sign my name for a credit card, it doesn't look anything like my signature. It looks like glibity glop. It looks like I farted on the thing. Nobody's checking anything. I don't trust it. But these Democrats, they want the mail-in voting. Next thing you know, Biden's the president. And then Trump sues everybody for 6 years. That's what's going to happen. I might be belligerent. Thank you very much.
Hey everyone, it's comedian Wendy Liebman, and is that broccoli in my tea? No, it can't be. I don't eat broccoli. I'm here to tell you to make sure you watch the show Put Up, Shut Up, and Stand Up. It's on every Saturday night at 7, and you can watch it in 3 places. It's on Govs Radio, Facebook Live, and Boxcast. Every Saturday night at 7. What else do you have to do?
Don, I am doing great, man. This is one action-packed, fun-filled show.
It is a fun show. The hits just keep on going. And you know what's coming up next is one of your favorite segments. I know you love this one.
I know. This is Professor Fedora.
This is Professor Fedora, and it's Fedora's world. And he's traveling the globe, and he's trying to show us safe places where they may or may not have coronavirus. So that's what he's doing. He's on a trip around the world.
One question. He's not wearing nylons in this or a dress, is he?
No, he is back. He left the dress in San Francisco.
Okay, yeah.
And now he is back, and he's now traveled to his next destination, and he's dressed back as Professor Fedora. So without further ado, here he is, Professor Fedora.
Hello, Dr. Fedora again. Today I finally got to visit my hometown in Frauenhagen in Germany. It's great to be back here and see some of my old friends and family. Although, I do have a yearning to go ahead and put on some lederhosen and put on the display for all of you. But once again, for my last time, there was too much corona. I was kind of dressing kind of weird then. But you can see over here in beautiful Germany, there's no signs of corona. Everyone's happy. You've got to come and visit here during the Oktoberfest. I wouldn't say it's a very good time. Check me out next week when I go ahead and I find other places that are just as fun as my hometown.
Hey, this is Joey Petroni. Tune into GubsRadio.com and check out the new show by Don Sill. Put up, shut up, and stand up. It's hilarious, man. You're gonna love it. Peace.
Here's a little something I whipped up for you. Hope you like it. L is for the losers that you are. I is for the big impeachment farce. B is for that bitch Pelosi, Schumer and Schiff, you both are pansies. S is for the swamp that Donald Trump doesn't want. Yes, libs, you're making fake news every day. Libs, we wish you would just go away. Just like a bad erection, you'll come up soft this next election, and you'll lose to Trump again. That's right, Trump 2020, baby. Nothing's stopping us now. Oh yeah.
All right, ladies and gentlemen, our next guest is a hilarious comedian, old friend of mine, and he's been on the comedy scene for over 30 years. He's done a ton of great things throughout his career and has currently come out of the closet. Yes, he's come out of the closet as a right-wing, Trump-thumping comedian. Here he is, ladies and gentlemen, the great, the fabulous Paulie Bond. Paul, how you doing, man?
Hey, what's it been? 20 years?
Yeah, it's been 20 years since the good old days of the Double D show, man. It's good to see you, man. Good to have you back. You look great. I love the microphone, the hat. You look like you're ready to rock.
It's a great mic. It has nothing to do with what we're doing, but it looks fine, don't it? Okay.
It looks officially official.
About it, but I use it because people go, "Oh, wow, it looks professional."
Well, right now, I've changed. I'm going to reinvent myself while all this downtime's going on and nobody can perform. And I am going to be your physical comedy and musical comedy conservative comic. That's right.
You recently announced, you made this big announcement that you are now going full bore into right-wing comedy. Tell me what made you make that decision?
Actually, I'm doing comedy for 30 years, and my hero is George Carlin, as you know, and I got to a point where I started to do some, I guess, self-talk while we were home. We had the time.
Right.
And myself answered back, and I said, you know, everybody's going to be fighting for the same job when this is all over. comedy-wise, or the comedy clubs, the resorts, the casinos.
Right.
What can you do that's different, that doesn't involve any of them, but still create your own venue? And like George Carlin, I want to be true to myself. And I am a Trump supporter. And well, we just lost half the audience right there. So everyone goes, "Fuck him!" All right. So I'm a Trump supporter, and I'm very passionate about it. So I decided to do what's known as the Paul Bond Comedy Rally. That's where like-minded people, Trump supporters, get together who aren't offended by words, who can take a joke, who realize that somebody has to take the hit in order for it to be a joke. To do a black joke, a Spanish joke, an Irish joke, a German joke, any joke, and everybody be like, "Hey, it's just a joke."
So I'm in Walmart. The kid next to me had his pants below his ass. I mean, below. There was no mystery as to what color, what size, what fabric, and what style underwear this asshole was wearing. The guy in front of me sees the same thing. He looks at me and goes, "You see that?" I go, "Yeah, I'm going to fix it." I go, "Well, listen, this is either going to work or I'm going to get my ass kicked. So I need to know that you got my back." He goes, "All right, I got it." I turned to the kid and went, "Oh my God, nice butt." Well, if you're showing, I'm looking. He lifted his pants higher than my grandfather.
You were like doing mainstream comedy, and like you said, I know you had this epiphany in George Carlin and all of that, but you, like you said, you saying Trump these days could turn people off. So to me, it's a big, bold decision to go that route.
You know, it's funny. When I made the announcement back in April on Facebook, I think a lot of my fans were like, "Why is this a big deal? I don't understand why." Because I just lost any job I want in Hollywood. Being a Trump supporter. Only recently did Anthony Sabato Jr. actually open up a movie company for conservative actors, and he's creating a TV station so you can go on TV. But
our country needs Donald Trump to make us great again.
Up to that point, no, it was just me going, bye-bye to the clubs and create my own stuff. So my fans started booking my show in American Legion halls and the Veterans halls and that kind of thing. And we're starting off small. We're going to build up a following and then and wind up in the theater, but circumventing the clubs.
Right, and that's what I was going to say, is because when you do take a stand or go against the grain, yes, a lot of people are going to, metaphorically throw rocks and stones your way, but then there's always a lot of people that will come to your support. Normally they do it behind closed doors secretly, like, "Hey, Paul, just so you know, I got you." You must have gotten a lot of that as well.
Yeah, well, it's like when I wear my Trump Pence mask into stores. I know the people that want to stay safe distance, but even further when they don't like Trump. But then there's guys that walk up and go like this with the thumbs up.
But they look around, make sure no one's looking first, right?
But then I had cool moments where I've had veterans come up to me and go, "Thank you," and I go, "Thank you for your support, thank you for your service." And then we start talking, and the next thing you know, I'm talking to the president of the Veterans Halls on Long Island. That happened on Long Island. I said it like that. I could kill myself for doing it. Yeah, but you know what? It's like-minded people. That's all it is, and it's not all political. The show's not all political. It's still Silly Paul, but I get to talk about Pelosi and Schumer and all those people without half the audience going, "Oh." Now I can say, Schumer's a cunt and everything's fine.
These are very serious charges.
Right. Well, the heat there was already heat on the Trump issue of being a Trump supporter, and now here we are in this pandemic situation. We're in election year. A lot of shit has gone on this year. 2020 has been insane. Where the debates with people now could cost friendships and things. Have you like? Have you lost any like real friends? Like, have you? I know you probably lost like maybe some here and like, but any that bother you?
You know, no. In fact, I call Facebook now "arguing with idiots," and and I've gotten to a point where it took me a couple months to figure this out. But if somebody replies to one of my friends' threads that I'm like, "Oh, this guy's an asshole," I don't go after him anymore. I just block. They don't even know I exist. I'm not even their friend. But I know when I go to my friend's site or Facebook page, I don't have to see that asshole ever again.
Right,
you know what I'm saying?
right.
So I just go into block mode, and it's so freeing, and it's just I don't have to see that asshole ever again, and they would never come to see me anyway. So I'm not losing anything.
They call it a dick because it makes us act like one. Don't you understand? And by the way, the first Richard that said, you know what, everybody call me Dick from now on, he's an asshole. I just want to go on record. That's like me going, hey, I'm Paul, but call me Ballbag from now on. I'll be hanging out with Dick just for the irony.
Does Trump ever upset you, or do you ever like say no, stop the tweeting, or hey, you know, yeah, right, yeah.
It's hard to defend him sometimes because I'm like,
yeah.
oh my God. It's just this guy's trying me out of my fucking mind. Because I know that I open up my Facebook page. Well, what did you think of that? And I'm like, yeah, well, he should have shut up. I'm one of the few that will actually say, dude, you know, when that it was the thing with the boat rally, and then the guy's a white supremacist.
Oh God! Yeah.
I'm like, dude, that was 10 seconds into it. What did you see?
So the president did not hear that phrase in that portion of the video, and when it was signaled to him that this was in there, he took that tweet down.
What I love about your act, man, and I want people to understand, especially if they're just seeing you now for the first time for this show, is that yes, you're a Trump supporter, but you're not a mean-spirited guy. You're very positive guy. Your energy is insane. And everyone will have a great time seeing you live. It's all I would say. You got to go see Paul live. Yeah.
I'm a ball of energy, and I can't stop once I start. People go, you're doing 45. I go, yeah, that's probably the minimum. But if they're doing so, except in comedy clubs, you got to follow the rules.
Right.
But now, if I'm just doing some local pub or something like that, I'm going. That's what I live for. Every comic lives for that 45 to an hour on stage every day that we can go out there and just let it go. I'll think of 5 ideas in that day and let them blow off on stage and see what works, what doesn't work. And it's like giving birth to a new joke. There's no better feeling when you get that first laugh. It's like, yeah, it worked. I knew it would.
Holy shit, I almost passed out. Hold on.
And but I got a lot of new stuff. I got speeches before they were speeches, famous speeches, like the first draft. I fuck around with those.
Love that premise.
It's a good premise, and it works. 7 years ago, it didn't start out that way. So and then I get how it really went and how he got his balls busted. Lincoln got his balls busted. But yeah, I'm trying to write just universal stuff, So even if you come to my show, you'll be amongst Trumpers. But the whole show is not about politics. It's not about politics. I've never been all about that. All I want to do is find my audience now. Okay, I want like-minded people to come together, to relax, to have fun. I grew up with guys like Pryor, Carlin, Kinnison, Buddy Hackett, Don Rickles. Rickles could never survive in a climate. If he started now, would never survive in this climate. No way.
I kid Sammy. You're a black man. I took a guess.
If you ain't black, you fell into a bucket of M&Ms, I'll tell you that.
Those are funny, Fast and Furious, comments that people are like, that's offensive. Don't come to my show because you'll be offended. I guarantee you will be offended. But I also guarantee if you're not easily offended, you will laugh your ass off because I do impressions, I do music, I do it all.
Hey, how you guys doing? What flight is it, 4? I got a couple of good ones for you. 2 hats are on the hat rack. One says, you stay here, I'll go on ahead. Nothing on that one? All right, how about this one? Why did the chicken cross the road? Because Hillary's a cunt. Oh.
That one I like.
That's a good one.
I don't know what he's talking about, but I like it.
What's the difference between my wife and your wife? Well, I fucked your wife. Have a good night.
You know what Carlin said? You know what the government hates? People who think for themselves. That's what he says.
Yep, exactly.
So so Groucho and Carlin meet in heaven, and Carlin was an atheist. So at one point, Groucho has to address that.
That's great. That's great. Yeah, because Carlin too. I wonder also what Carlin would have thought about today. Because he was a little bit of a liberal type of a guy. So yeah. I don't think he would have liked Trump. But
politicians, he hated politicians, which makes me think that maybe he's like, you know what? Maybe we do need a businessman in there. Maybe we do need a shit shaker, a shit stirrer in there to stop the nonsense. Right. So I'm on the fence when it comes with Carlin and Trump. He would definitely call him out on his horse shit as far as, whatever thing he likes to fabricate and make it exaggerated. The best. It's always the best ever, the biggest and best ever. Probably hold like a shrimp cocktail, but that's how he overcompensates.
You said I had small hands. They're not small, are they?
But the thing is that Carlin is... I didn't agree with a lot of what Carlin had to say, but he always brought you to the funny, and that's what I loved about him the most. He made you laugh.
That's because there is no Humpty Dumpty, and there is no God. None, not one, no God, never was. In fact, I'm gonna put it this way: if there is a God, may he strike this audience dead.
He made you laugh, and I think he was a brilliant wordsmith. And the way he crafted jokes and all that stuff. So I think George Carlin's awesome, as well. He's one of my favorite. He is my favorite comedian of all time. And then I love Lenny Bruce.
Well, I'm just trying to make a point, and that is that it's the suppression of the word that gives it the power, the violence, the viciousness.
And Bill Hicks.
I love talking about the Kennedy assassination because to me it's a great example of a totalitarian government's ability to manage information and thus keep us in the dark any way they do. Oh, sorry, wrong meeting.
So I love that whole line of guys that shake it up, that push that challenge the status quo.
They challenge thought. Carlin did the fun stuff about a place for your stuff and stuff like that. He did great wordplay, but then he made you rethink shit you already thought you had an opinion on. And that's when I go, ooh, look at this guy. He's a shapeshifter. This motherfucker just...
If you kill all the germs around you and live a completely sterile life, then when germs do come along, you're not going to be prepared. And never mind ordinary germs. What are you going to do when some super virus comes along that turns your vital organs into liquid shit? I'll tell you what you're going to do. You're going to get sick, you're going to die, and you're going to deserve it because you're fucking weak and you got a fucking weak immune system.
Ooh. And I like that. And I'm trying to do more of that in my show. And I'm taking more time and emphasis to make people think, but still be silly about it,
We got to learn to laugh again, America. We're getting too serious as a country. Right? Yeah. Too politically correct.
Yeah,
that's right.
Well, you do have a lot of Carlin traits because you like Carlin, like you said, 1 minute he's literally telling fart jokes, and then the next minute he's like into there's no God politics. So like
the invisible man in the sky, like that. Yeah.
Right, yeah, and you have that too. Like you have like your song parodies that are hilarious.
Paul Simon with Tourette syndrome.
So you go from that, and now you can get political.
And that's why we're so uptight. You can't say this, you can't say that. Bullshit. We got kids over in Iraq and Libya fucking fighting for our rights. That's why we're able to say shit. That's right. Fight for your freedoms and then fucking stomp on my freedoms? Fuck you. I say we laugh at stereotypes once again.
So you kind of slide that in there, and then because you already got the crowd going, they're already laughing, you already got the energy going, and then you could slide in some of your
Right. Like I have thoughts like this. You know, how come on the news they always say at the scene, like the car accident, they go, Bob was pronounced dead on the scene. No, it's still pronounced Bob. He didn't change his name. Passed away. You know, if that was the case, then every cemetery would say dead, dead. Used to be Bob, but dead. You know, like these are the crazy thoughts I have. You know, and I talk about death, but I do it in a fun way. Like I point out the things we just say because other people have said it. You know, like we're like robots after a certain point. It's like, oh, Bill, he said it, so that, you know, I guess that's what it is. And you're like,
yeah.
How many times does something have to be said to become an expression? That's something else I discuss. You know, like you know what they say. And I'm like, well, I don't know who they are and what gives them the right. You know what I'm saying? I'm listening to them. You know, why can't it? You know what Paul says? You know, why can't it be a person?
Right? It's always gonna be they.
Well, Bob, even though he's dead. So I used to come on stage and go, "Hi, I'm Bob from Bob's Furniture," because I look like Bob from Bob's Furniture. No matter where I did it in the tri-state area, people got it every time. Well, you take the hat off. There we go, Bob.
Bob's Bobopedic, from your head down to your feet. It feels like no mattress you felt before.
And I'll tell you the other thing about the guy that really kind of influenced me to speak my mind too is the guy I toured with for a few years, Jim Brewer.
Put your left foot in!
He's fearless. He's just a fearless comic. He will change his entire feel to his show just based on how he feels, you know? And it's
on a motorcycle, right? Come off his motorcycle with his S&M outfit.
I always admired that about Jim. He was just like, wow, he's such a, you watch him and you learn so much. I get my physicality from him and the idea of just speaking your mind, just being silly, going with the moment and taking it to the ultimate end where people are wiping their eyes going, okay, he won't stop. He just won't stop. You know? So, but he was he was like a mentor in a sense. It was great to tour with him because I got to open for him. And then I got to play in a band behind him and play soundtrack to a show.
He didn't even have to sing. He just came out and said, yeah, yeah! Yeah!
And because of that, I got to work with Metallica. I was on the roast of Dennis Leary. And on Jim's special, we played the Hokey Pokey, AC/DC style.
Doing the hokey pokey!
Which got played a lot, you know, so I'm on guitar. And quick story about that. We're there that day, and we're signing contracts, you know, we're all the legal shit. And then a guy comes up, he goes, well, you can't play, because we were playing Whole Lotta Rosie. That was the Hokey Pokey. It was a parody. And they go, well, we don't have the rights to that song. I was like, well, shit, we got to do this song tonight. So Jim goes, just play chords that sound like AC/DC. So and so, and
they always have a breakdown like this.
This looks like a hokey pokey crap!
It sounded like AC/DC enough. We played it, and sure enough, that's what made the cut on
And
the
it was
show.
great. It was a great moment. So with Jim, do you still keep in touch with him? Does he know about your new kind of angle on your career here? And what's his thoughts?
I'm not saying. I don't want to incriminate anybody. It's like your own virus. You know, you don't want to tell anyone. You know, I don't want to give anybody's name up. Because it's like, oh, so he approves? You know what I'm saying? Like,
yeah.
You can't even do that. That's how sick this world is. You
It's
know?
crazy. Yeah, I would like to think that Jim approves.
Sorry.
Yeah.
So if you're happy and you know it, yeah, ooh, do you really want to show it?
All right, so
I'm very sorry I had to postpone the interview, but you know, during the day I do animal rescue work.
Here's something universal we can all get behind. I am still a rescuer, okay? And I still go out and feed every day. Coronavirus or not, I still have to go feed, and they have to be fed.
And it's very unpredictable, you know, when you're trapping and you're spaying and neutering or going for a vet appointment. In fact, if you people are animal lovers, you could actually donate to my my cause on my Facebook page. I have a fundraiser right now. So you can go there. All you have to do is click donate. Boom, you're there. If you come to my comedy show and you want to bring cat food, dry or soft, bring it with you. It's like Toys for Tots, but only it's for pussy. But I do it every day. I spay, neuter, house, feed, foster, adopt, and do all the medical. So it's a lot of money. But,
wow.
So we need everybody's help. So if you love animals like I do, go to my Facebook page. $5, $10. I don't care. Everything adds up. You know. So I appreciate that.
Very good. It's for a good cause, everybody. It's for the pussies. If worst comes to worst. Paul Bond, ladies and gentlemen. You're awesome, my friend.
I love you, Tom. Good to see you.
Hey, I love you too, my friend. And this has been great. Definitely want to have you come back more often, like old days, man.
We're gonna do it. We'll make some time.
Excellent. Thank you.
Come see my show. I know you. I know you're on the fence, so you can come down.
Yeah. Damn right.
Hey, this is the Great Goonin saying you're watching Put Up, Shut Up, and Stand Up with Don Sill on Govs Radio.
Yeah! We're back, Benny. How's it going, man?
Great to be back, baby. I am enjoying this. This is my all-time favorite show of the night.
We got so
My
much.
all-time favorite show of this Saturday, Saturday night at 7:00.
Yeah, for this Saturday at 7:00, this is a fantastic show. I think we're the #1 show right now in our time slot tonight at 7:00
on the
Saturday
station.
on
Yeah,
Govs
on
Radio.
Govs.
Yes.
Yeah.
And but it keeps on rolling. The hits keep on rolling, and you know what's coming up next, Benny?
I was wondering what's coming up next. I think I might know this one.
Your good friend and mine, Alfredo Gagoots, is now doing a new segment for the show about Alfredo Gagoots' top 5. And this is his top 5 things to remember, never to forget. So check it out. Here it is.
It's me, Alfredo Gagoots, and I love you. How you doing? Hey, how you doing? Hey, what happened to my pants? 5 things that you should remember never to forget. Number 1, sauce or gravy? It's a sauce. It's a sauce. How many times I tell you it's a sauce? Here's another thing. If I give you money to buy me an Italiano Hero and you go to Subway, they never find the U-body. I don't kid you not. Number 3, if someone talking behind your back, you don't get mad, okay? Don't get mad. When somebody talking behind my back, I pass the gas. I fought so much, you talking behind my back, I fought so much. Here's another one of my top 5 things. The best remedy when you have a bad breath is to stop putting your foot in your mouth.
Here's another thing. I may be as dumb as I look, but I'm smarter than some of you. Have a nice week. Enjoy yourself. Be nice. Eat. And don't forget, when you eat pasta, you put a sauce. Screw the gravy. Nobody has a gravy. Gravy you put on a roasted beef. Ciao, my friend. Ciao. Alfredo Gagoots. I love you.
What's that I see on the TV? Put Up, Shut Up, and Stand Up is on the TV. Make sure you tune in and subscribe. Don and Benny, they're awesome.
The message can't be much clearer. Radio's on and it's Gov's comedy. What's behind me in the mirror? Oh, that's right, it's also on TV. I can't wait for the action. I'm sick of sitting around here trying to read a book. I need a laugh reaction. After I watched just once, then I was hooked. Now I don't want to miss any Saturday night, you know I'm tuned to Govs. I get to see Don and Benny. It's Pasusu, put up, shut up, and stand up.
Hey, you. Yeah, you. You have to subscribe to Don Sill's show, Put Up, Shut Up, and Stand Up on Govs Radio. It's the show with his buddy Benny. They're good buddies. They're on TV. I don't know what I'm saying.
All right, everybody, we are back, and we are here with one of my favorite people, definitely one of my favorite comedians. She's great. I think everyone should see her, tune in, watch her on her YouTube, her Facebook, all her social. Here she is, ladies and gentlemen, Sheila Smiley. Sheila, how you doing?
What's up? Shut up, stand up, people, funny people, lovely people, white people, black people, brown people, Hispanics, Italians, Jews, Gentiles, gay, straight, cat, dog. What up?
What's up, everybody? Yes.
Did I get everybody?
I think you got everybody. I'm sure.
Democrats, Republicans.
There you go. Now, and independence, and now I think you got them all.
Yeah.
You always bring the energy when you come on the show. We love you. Lots of craziness going on. How have you been handling the last few weeks since we last spoke?
It's still going on since we last spoke.
Yeah.
It's still going. Only thing that has changed is I went to see a proctologist.
Wow.
So
and how did that go?
I can get anybody, including you, on your audience, a discount to my proctologist. I'm just putting it out there. So
I might take you up on that. It's been a while. So tell me why did
since we all been to the ass doctor. And I think that everybody actually probably need to have their colon cleansed. With everything that's going on, the proctologist is saying this will really relieve a lot of stress, hate, and all of this stuff. And he's been waiting on Trump to come and get his colon cleansed for the last couple of years. And according to him, this is why Trump is psychologically breaking down right now. He hasn't had Yeah.
He has had a good cleaning.
Right.
So after you get a good cleaning from the proctologist, you come out with a whole new mindset. You come out really
like 10 pounds lighter, Don. Like,
wow.
I mean, seriously, your breath smells different. You know, I mean, all of us has been masked up. You know, we've been covering our face and drowning in our own, like, disgusting breath.
Right. So getting your ass cleaned out is the answer to a lot of our problems. I never knew that. That's why I love
I
this
mean,
segment.
come on, like, just imagine. I mean, I gotta be honest. I'm a real like germaphobe, so I don't like boo-boo jokes, like when comedians, shit jokes and go on to I don't even like watching movies and the person goes to the bathroom, brush it. Like, I'm just like, so I'm shocked that I'm sharing this with you, but it's
right.
for the highest good of everybody on the planet, right? And so we have to do this because it really helps us. Like, you feel better and your orgasms are better. Your prayers are even heard from God when you get a proctology exam. God actually hears you.
Now, I'm not much for blaspheming, but that last one made me laugh.
Okay, because you're not full of shit when you talk to God. Okay.
Literally and figuratively, you're no longer full of shit. You make it sound exciting and fun to go to the proctologist. This is the first time ever I'm like excited to go. Like, I want to just call my proctologist up now.
You don't have to call him. I already did it for you.
Oh, awesome. So you got it all set up.
You're going to see Minds this time. and she's black, Don.
Oh, that's perfect.
And it's a she. And she's
wow.
First, she gets you in the mood.
Wow.
It's a nice hand motion. Now, sometimes for you it might end in a happy ending, but she's all about your health and well-being.
Wow, this sounds better and better the more you're talking about it.
Yeah, so she might put on your face. For me, Barry White was in the background. So.
Yeah.
Everything is gonna be all right.
That sets the tone. Yeah, some Barry.
You might come out smoking a stogie. I'm just saying. That's the experience I ever had. I'm just saying.
Wow, I'm doing this, so I'm definitely taking this advice. I'm going to your proctologist. I'm going to get a good cleaning, nice cigarette, happy ending, and then be a lot happier of a human being for it afterwards. So
absolutely, without having to force yourself, without stuffing your face with your favorite ice cream or needing another person to stimulate your emotions to joy. The getting your colon cleansed really does all of that. Okay. And you create a healthier quality of life for everyone.
You heard it here first, ladies and gentlemen. Go get your colon clean. Tell them Sheila sent you and you get a discount.
Yes.
So this is awesome. So Sheila, a lot has been going on. Yeah. And as you know, I love to have you come in on the show once a month. This is our second installment with you. I want to continue this forever because I love.
Awesome! I love you so much, Don.
Yes, and I love you as well, and that's why this is such a great thing we have going on here. And so now we're going to get into our hot topics. Are you ready for some hot topics?
Everybody gets a hot topic. Okay. Yeah.
All right. The first one, there's been a big announcement in the news. We have a VP announcement. Joe Biden announced his new VP is going to be Kamala Harris.
I have no doubt that I picked the right person to join me as the next Vice President of the United States of America, and that's Senator Kamala Harris.
What's your thoughts on that?
Well, you should first ask me what's my thought on Joe Biden being president.
Come on, man.
I'm still trying to get past that one, Don.
If he can't figure out the difference between an elephant and a lion, I don't know what the hell he's talking about.
That's what real leadership looks like. We just witnessed real leadership.
I mean, I'm glad that I think that person probably will be running the country instead of Biden.
That's what a lot of people think. I'm wondering if Biden will even make it to the race before they finally throw in the towel on him.
Are you a junkie?
he's definitely of the two evils that exist now. And I have to just accept the what so. See, in all of us, if we keep resisting the what is, we're gonna cause ourselves continued suffering. All right, so we have to accept that this is the what so. When Trump got into office, I had to accept the what so of that. And so from that space, accepting that this is what new possibility can I create in my own world and in the world of those who I deal with every day. So what can come out of this that's positive? And one of the things to me that's so important for all of us as Americans is we have to be responsible for what's happening on this planet, right? As comedians, this shit is not really funny. Like, we can find the funny in it because that's what we're gifted to do. And overall, we have a moral responsibility to how we leave this country to our children. It's disgusting. This campaign is disgusting. The Democrats are disgusting. The Republicans are disgusting.
Anyway, I am very willing to let the American public judge my physical and mental my physical as well as my mental fitness.
I think a lot of the reasons why we get stuck with crap and poop, so to speak, is because
Speaking of proctology.
Because the way the system works. So good people who may have made mistakes in their past or maybe whatever their controversy was throughout their life, they're afraid to run now because they know that their family and their past is all the dirty laundry is going to come out, and this could be the guy or the woman with all the answers, but afraid to run because they're put up.
That sounds like me and you, Don.
Exactly.
I don't want that to come out.
Yeah, so that's what I'm saying. Like, all of those types of things come out, and could potentially good people, talented politicians or people with all the answers won't come. Who wants that job? Who wants to be president?
I shouldn't say it. I'm going to say something I probably shouldn't say.
You're never going to make everybody happy. You're always ridiculed. Every mistake you make is fodder for the Twitterverse, or could cancel you, so to speak. So it's a tough job to want, let alone.
But here's the thing: the president doesn't run the country. The House does. So,
right.
Fuck it. We people we should all be in the House. I mean, because that's who really is running shit.
Right.
And keeps making all these decisions, right? Trump has been the only president to go, no, it's not gonna go, it's gonna go my way. Why? Because I'm the president. And what I say goes. I'm the leader of the free world. What I say goes because I'm the leader of the free world. It doesn't matter if no one ever done this, and if it's against the rules, I'll just veto it because I have veto power. I mean, that's what he does. I'm the president.
I do like your impression of Trump, though. It was very nice.
Isn't that cool as a black woman that I can
It was great.
And I want you to know, you couldn't see me from the bottom down, but I had tucked my balls. I sucked everything in, indicating there's nothing going on with Trump down there.
Wow, nice.
It's a whole impersonation. I sucked everything and I farted when I did it. And it was a whole Trump impersonation.
Wow. Very nice.
Yes. I wish the camera could have gone down there. RuPaul would have been proud of me.
I would have liked to have seen that. But now we'll move on to the next one here. The next hot topic is Ellen DeGeneres is now being canceled. The cancel culture got her. The show looks like it's actually going away.
Can you believe this, Don?
Yeah, what? She's like...
Ellen,
yeah.
like the woman who could teach our elementary school kid. I love Ellen.
I think you're ready for the next move.
I still love Ellen. I was shocked, and not like crazy shocked, but just like,
I don't know what to say.
Like what happens on this planet, like who people really are doesn't shock me. What was a little unnerving, I said, for me, I was like, okay, I got to do all the research before I start hating on Ellen. And I'm still not hating on her because look, we all have our demons. When you are in the public, bitch, you gotta be squeaky clean.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? And then if people are getting on your nerves, just be like, God damn it, y'all getting on my fucking nerves. Like, I am bleeding today. I am a woman. Or maybe she stopped bleeding. Maybe that's why she doesn't have her period.
I think she needed a good proctology exam.
Yeah.
That's what I think. Maybe.
Yeah.
I am so sad, and I am so angry. And I know I'm not going to say the right thing.
Show is going away, and all of these stories of like Ellen being really mean. I don't think people should hide that part of themselves though, because when it comes out, everybody like, what?
Right. When people think you're super nice, yeah.
Yeah, I mean, because we all have good, bad, ugliness, and if you built your whole platform off of, I'm Mrs. Butterworth, and I'm funny, and I'm gay, and I fight for everybody's rights. I love you, Barney. You love me. We're a great big family. Bitch, I'll shoot you if you come in my house again. Like, that's what's happening now.
I'm just so sorry that it's come to this.
You got a lot of money, so gonna do you, boo. I ain't mad at her.
Awesome. The next one now is, there's been a new Cardi B song. I don't know if you've seen this one. It's kind of making the rounds. It's got a little bit of controversy. It's called WAP, WAP, but it's an acronym. It means something that I don't want to say. I'll say it's WAP. The W.
White ass people.
That would be. I'm fine with both of the words. I like that song. You should actually do the recording of White Ass People.
Right.
And I could be your dancer.
Yes, you owe me a dance anyway.
I dance, as white as they can be, and it's not by choice. Believe me.
White man's overbite.
Yeah, But
what is the song? Like, what is
so
it?
it's a new song that Cardi B just put out, where she's pretty much, I think the controversy is that she's kind of embracing being a hoe, and and she's saying, that's right, I'm a hoe, like she's embracing it. And I think a lot of people are on the fence about this. This is a good message for the kids and things, but also,
first of all, Cardi B ain't never had a good message for the kids other than, bitch, you can make it if you try. You don't have to be down by no eye. You can shake your ass for a lot of cash. Like, I mean, her audience is not children. Like, seriously, who's tripping? She was a stripper before she made
Exactly.
People need to. What's the name of your show? What is the name of this show? Shut up. Say it for me. Say it loud, Don.
Put up, shut up, and stand up.
Okay, so now they need to shut up.
That's
because
right.
Cardi B is doing her. She's not trying to be an example for children. In fact, to me, she is an amazing example for kids, okay? Because, listen, they can be whatever they want to. They don't have to go to school. They can be a high-paid hoe.
That's look, she did it.
My nieces and nephews keep having babies for free. I'm like, Michael Jackson said, if you can't feed the baby, then don't have the baby. You need to sell your eggs. Why you keep having babies for free? I don't understand it. I wish people would make that song when they were children. So I give her all the props. Screw everybody else.
Awesome. I love that take on it. That's why I love going over hot topics with you. The next one here is customer service. Is customer service dying in the COVID age? What's the story with customer service?
Okay, well, first, it depends on what area or I should say what culture when you say customer service, because it's certain cultures that have never had customer service. I don't know if it's politically correct to name them, but let's keep it real. That's why I don't eat Chinese food anymore. I'm just saying. So it's certain cultures that have never, ever had customer service. When you go to retail stores now, so check it out. Yesterday, I need some running shoes. So I went to Nordstrom and I had like big boxes of shoes in my hand, and I wanted to like sit down and like go through each box to try them on. And I'm looking around the store, I'm like, okay, there used to be benches here for people's comfort to sit down. There's not a bench. I'm sitting my ass down. I just had a proctology exam, so I need something real soft to sit under, right? And there's no seating. So I'm like, dude, I said to the cashier, I said, where are the seats? He said, oh, ma'am, I'm so sorry. They took them away. I was like, why? Well, between me and you, they don't want y'all here. I was like,
they don't want the customers.
Yeah. So all you see on the floor are arrows, where to stand. And he said, you can sit on the carpet. I said, dude, I know I can do that, but my ass is hurting. I'm not going to do that. So I had to back that thing up into a wall.
Wow.
And try on like 5 pairs of shoes standing up. And then I go to Pretz to order some food. The line is long. There's an empty, beautiful leather sofa in Pretz, right? I sit down for 2 seconds. The cashier was like, excuse me. She was chewing gum. Mama, excuse me, mama. I'm sorry, but you can't sit right there. I was like, I just sat down, baby. I know, but you can't sit there. I was like, Black Lives Matter? Is that gonna help me out at all now? Hashtag reparations, anything for 2 seconds of a
Proctology exam.
Yeah, right. Proctology exam.
You deserve to sit down on a nice soft.
Can I just? Yeah, so it's like stores want they open, but they're not open for business. They're only open for cash. COVID has wiped out not only human beings, God rest their soul, but it's wiped out customer service skills. I'm just saying.
There you go. I'm with you 110%. Sheila, and thank you and for being part of our hot topics for today.
Yeah!
Sheila, thanks so much. You always bring it. You bring all the energy and a lot of wisdom, and you know, and you make it all funny. So I appreciate you coming on our show, and we will see you again.
Awesome. Don, I love you to the moon and back. Let's support this show, everybody. It is funny. It is comedy therapy, and we are so grateful to be in this space with you. Thanks, Don.
Thank you, Sheila. You're awesome. I love you too. And
bye-bye.
Take care. Peace.
Hi there. This is comedian Christian Finnegan. I just wanted to take a moment and say something just straight from the heart, just, you know, off the top of my head, just something I feel very passionately. Okay, here we go. Make sure you watch Put Up, Shut Up, and Stand Up on govsradio.com, Facebook Live, and Boxcast every Saturday night at 7 p.m. They're on the TV. Thanks for letting me get that off my chest.
All right, Benny, that's the show for today. Another fun one. Paul Bond, Sheila Smiley, and a whole cast of characters today. Fun stuff.
I love this show. This is so much fun. What a great variety show. I'm, as I say, you know, I'm not shoveling manure, as I was talking about earlier. As I say that I am honored to be on this show.
Well, thanks. I'm honored to have you a part of it. And you know, it was Strong Island. The Strong Island comedians have come out, and I'm very proud of this the Strong Island comedy scene we have here. We always have some really great comedians from around the way on our show. And Benny, I appreciate everything you do. I want you to have a great weekend. You and Nancy, enjoy the rest of it. And I am going to also have some fun this weekend. So, like always, you're awesome, my friend.
You are super awesome, my friend.
You're awesome.
You're awesome.
Thank you, everybody, for tuning in. Please share, like, subscribe, all that fun stuff. And we'll see you next week. Peace, y'all.
Peace, y'all. Take care. Woo!